everyone, Leslie here. I hope you're having a great day. I thought it would be fun to do a little tutorial on how I put HTV glitter, isn't it so pretty, on these little caps using a quilting iron. I don't have a hat press, I don't have enough call for hats, and I don't make enough hats to get a hat press. So I've learned to just use this little quilting iron. This quilting iron has a temperature control on it, which is helpful. And it gets pretty hot. So anyway, I want to show you how I do that, and then we're going to start out in the Cricut Design Space and show you how I like to create an offset for my designs for my hats. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start out here in Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to go to a new project. And I'm just going to start out with a text design because I'm basically just making this hat to say Yaya, because that's what my grandkids call me. I'm their Yaya. So I am making a Yaya hat. So I'm going to start by typing in Yaya. And I want to find a fun font to use. So I'm going to go up here to the fonts. And let's see what I can find. Now, on the fonts, I just recently learned this. I'm very new to Cricut, but you can either choose to have your Cricut Design Space look for all fonts. That means all the ones on your system, and then you can have it look for just the ones on Cricut. So I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, I like Hey Magnolia too. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, I like that. Okay, so now that I have it on here, I need to make sure that it's welded together. So now everything's together. I want it to look like a patch, so I'm going to create an offset. So in Cricut Design Space, we can create an offset by selecting our item and then going up here. See that little hexagon or whatever it's called? I don't know what that is, but it looks like a house. So you want to click on that. It says offset, so click on that, and now we can choose either a circular kind of corner or a straight corner. But I want it to be circular. And then you can also choose the distance, the amount of offset that you want. And I'm going to go just a little bit bigger and then hit apply. So now you can see we have our design with the Yaya here and the offset. But I wanted it to have two little patches behind the Yaya. So let's do this again. And then apply another one around that. So now we have the three offsets. So I'm going to do three different colors, and I want this first layer to be a certain color, and then this layer to be another color, and then the Yaya to be another color. So let me just change the colors of each one of these layers to give you kind of an idea of what I was hoping for. You just select the item, and then you see the colors here under operations. I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to choose a pinkish color because that's going to be my first layer. And then we'll select this one and change it to kind of a green color. These are not really that close to my glitter, but it just gives you an idea. And then we'll choose that Yaya, and that's going to be an orange color. So we can kind of see how it's going to come out by moving everything there. See? Okay, so now that we have everything set up, we want to go ahead and group it all together. All right, so now I'm going to resize the entire design by selecting all of it and going up to the size icon up here. And I know that it needs to be at least 4 to 5 inches wide. So I'm just going to increase that
think I'll go to 4.5. And I really wanted it to be about 2.5 inches tall. So that is the size that I want my item. So now that we have it all grouped and selected, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I already hit group earlier, so it is grouped, and I'm going to click to make it. And so now you can see we have 3 mats set out. That's the way that Cricut does it. So the first item is going to be one of the layers, the pink layer. The second one is the yaya cutout, and then the third one is the other second layer. I'm going to go to each layer and make sure that the mirror is turned on because we want this reverse since we're doing heat transfer vinyl. The cool thing about changing the colors earlier is now they're changed so that it helps you kind of organize the layers by color. Now I'm going to hit continue, and it'll take us over here to where we can choose our material. I already have glitter vinyl chosen as a favorite. And I'm going to go ahead and click Remember Material Settings so that for each one of the layers it will come out with the same. Then I'm going to load my pink glitter HTV and hit the Go button. Now I'm loading the pink glitter with the face down on the mat into my Cricut Maker 3. I'm going to do that with each of the layers, get them all cut out, and then we'll go and weed them. Okay, I have all of the items cut out, all 3. We've got the top layer, and then the second layer of the green, and then the yaya letters on the orange. So I'm going to go ahead and weed those out. Let me put on my readers. Also, I went ahead and plugged in the iron, and I have it set to 320. It's set, and I've got it set on this little heat resistant glove that I use in the kitchen. All right, so let's go ahead and weed this out. We have that cut out. So we have all of our layers. Get everything else out of the way. So we've got the pink, and then the green is going to go over that. And then the yaya is going to fit in there, kind of like that. But we're going to do one piece at a time on the hat. So I've got the hat here. My heat iron all hot and ready to go. So I just have to make sure I have all this facing the right direction. That's why I was putting it on top of each other. Okay, so we have the pink with the right side. So I've got this bowl. See, it's just a bowl. I'm going to put it like this. Make sure it's even. So I just take the iron and I press it to each area of the patch for about 8 to 10 seconds, going all the way around. And of course you want to avoid your fingers. Another thing is you could use the heat tape to keep it on there. Probably keep your fingers safer. So I'm going to speed up the video and show how I did each layer. So
that's how you can make yourself a little HTV glitter hat with several layers using your Cricut Maker. How do you like it?